What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Empyrion, Galactic Survival. When we left off in the last episode... Wait a minute! A cool humanoid alien insect inspired... I thought I did that one, or was that a different one? Was that this one? Oh, okay, so it had a kill... Yeah, I remember complaining that I didn't have this one selected. Okay. Okay. Actually, I never did find a humanoid spider now that I think about it. A couple of things. First of all, one of the comments on my last episode mentioned that they changed something in a recent patch, I don't know specifically when, to where having your helmet on in a planet environment that has air apparently does not use oxygen any longer. I think if you still go underwater it will, but I had mentioned not wanting to put my helmet on to use the night vision goggles, which, still freaking awesome, by the by. But I think, let's just test it out, I think I've got some air tanks around here somewhere. Oh, you have to tell it to go down underwater now, it looks like. Maybe? No? Not so much. Okay, so we're using air at this point, and then if we leave, it probably won't fill up, because then I think you have to use the small air tanks or whatever. I also haven't messed around with the armor thing yet, either. We should probably play around with that a bit at some point. We do have some heavy armor now. What? And we also got our Tier 2 pistol from that mission, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we're getting there. Things are happening. I'm still not really thrilled with the base, but at this point I'm kind of done with it, just because, I don't really want to put too much effort into the base, only because I kind of feel like I still want to do what we started to do at the end of the last, playthrough. I mean, it's still the same season, but the last playthrough, which is build a capital ship that will kind of house our stuff, like all of our things that we want and need, kind of thing. I did level up in the last episode, so we have some more points available to us. So is there anything... Actually, where is the hydrogen generator thingy? I don't see that anywhere. They didn't take it out, did they? Hold up. Wait, no. Miscellaneous? Ah, here we go. Hydrogen generator. Yes, unlock that. That will definitely speed things up. Oh, or at least increase longevity, per se. Tools. We have a Tier 2 drill. Major upgrade from T1, automatic pickup of ores, faster drilling, larger range, and different drill modes. Intriguing. Okay, let's just say I wanted that. We can do a Tier 2 assault rifle, sniper rifle, let's see what else. Oh, do I have armor racks now at this point? I have an armor locker. I didn't do a repair station because I did turn off degradation, I think. So it was kind of pointless to research a repair station, I guess. Capital vessels. Is there anything that we need for that? Actually, I probably should be looking at small vessel first, so that we can do some take down the Epsilon fortresses and things like that. Let's grab RCS. Small thrusters, I think that's all I used before. I don't think I used any of these for what I had before. All this stuff I'm not really worried about because I'm not really planning on... I think you have to have one of those. I'm not really planning on doing much with the small vessels at the moment. Capital vessels, on the other hand, I'd like to kind of turn into a mobile base. So... cockpit would be good. Gravity generator would be good. I'm not really worried about passengers or offline protection stuff. RCS is, you know, that's probably mildly important. Just a smidge. Just a little bit. Landing gears. Yeah, probably should grab that. Okay. I really want to get the medic station. I need to be level 10 for that, it looks like. I really like that one, though, because that lets you heal yourself as well as respawn. So that's kind of cool. So, with that said, what does it take to build a... Wait for it. Wait for it. Armor locker. I guess we have what we need. So I'd like to do one of these just so we can start playing around with these different armors that we have. I probably should also throw this food that I have in the fridge. That would probably be a smart idea. Maybe. That has a perish time. That has a perish time. I kind of throw anything that has a perish time in the fridge. Everything else is kind of like more... I'm not really worried about it. Except this. I want to take that and throw that in here, and we can make more salames. I like these, for any of you that may not know, just because the food is the same, and the health is the same, and the perish time is a lot higher than the other two, because it's preserved. So, I like doing the salami ones. Just as a fun little factoid, I suppose. Okay, so this should be done. Let's grab you. I have no idea where... let's put this upstairs. Why not? Give us a reason to have an upstairs. Let's just... Yeah, as good a spot as any. Okay. So we have a locker storage, which we can throw in here, and then we have our armor, and then we have boosters, which are what we saw there. So each armor can have 2 boosters, it looks like, and if my memory serves, the boosters actually attach to the armor. So if you switch the armor, it's still going to have the same, yeah, the same actual, boosters attached to it that it had when you removed it. So I just want to compare a little bit here. Let's actually go sequentially. So we have light, medium, heavy. I don't know if there's anything beyond this other than the booster upgrades, but that's what I found from scavenging. So durability is something you could note, but again, I personally have been playing without durability turned on, so it doesn't really matter to me all that much. And the degradation factor and all that kind of stuff. It is important for comparing the armor together. But so light, we have 135, 243, and then 437. And obviously the durability goes up considerably. The degradation factor is all the same for anybody playing with damage. Fall damage factor is higher. That actually makes sense if it means you're taking more damage. Because if it's heavier, I guess you're falling at a faster rate kind of thing. Your momentum would be increased. Right? I think? Pretty sure that's how that works. Anyways, I think that makes sense. Food factor. Now this is interesting. So you consume more food by wearing heavier armor. Also makes sense. Heat goes up. Jetpack factor. I'm not sure if that means a better jetpack or it's like resistance. I'm guessing the jetpack is stronger because it's bigger, like bigger armor, you have bigger thrusters, and also because the jump factor is lower. So you can't jump as high or with heavier armor, but I'm guessing the thrusters would work? Oh, okay, so light armor has 2, medium has 3, and heavy has 4 with the number of slots for upgrades. That's cool. This is the part, honestly, that deterred me from the degradation, and ultimately why I ended up turning off durability altogether. Is, I say altogether like there's an option. It's binary, it's on or off. But this is why. Number of repairs. I don't like this system at all. Like, this is one of those, not like jabbing at the devs or anything, but just for anybody that's actually noticing or listening to me personally. Because I don't speak for everyone, obviously. Actually, probably nobody. But I don't like that you can only repair them a certain number of times before they, like, just can't be repaired. I don't mind the Minecraft-like system of they do wear down, but then you can either throw the same thing together and repair it or use repair part, whatever. Repairing it with more of the same or more materials of what built it is one thing. Adding a limited number of repairs I don't like, because it to me it's almost like a deterrent for, you can never feel like you're actually like, I worked really hard to get this armor piece, you know, not this specifically, but just in general, like X armor piece, and now eventually I'm going to have to save up to build it again because eventually I won't be able to repair it. I don't like that. So anyways, that little number of repairs thing right there is basically why I turned off degrading and didn't want to mess with it. If it had just been a repair system where things lost durability and you had to fix them, I wouldn't have cared, honestly. That's fine. Oxygen obviously is higher the higher up you go, so the tanks are bigger. Power factor, I'm not really sure what that means. Power factor. Maybe the jetpack factor? I'm not really sure what power means, actually. Radiation, I'm assuming that's resistance. Speed factor makes sense, you slow down with heavier armor. Stamina factor, I'm guessing you consume more stamina. And then I think your cold factor raises up as well. Now for the boosters, they give and take. So this adds 54 armor, but it also adds food factor, reduces the heat, increases the jetpack factor. So that may actually be... Wait, I'm a little just confused on whether these are good or bad, like jetpack factor and jump factor. It's like, do I jump higher? How's that work? Because these are negative, like this reduces the jump factor, but it increases jetpack. So does that make your jump lower and your jetpack higher? I'm guessing that's how that works, because the jetpack factor goes up and the jump factor goes down the higher, heavier armor you go. So I'm thinking that still makes sense. Power, still don't know what that means. Like, I really don't. Like, there's no power meter. You have stamina, food, health, in your jetpack and your oxygen, but there's no power. So I don't know what power factor means. Radiation, this increases by 1, so however that works. Speed, stamina factor goes up, the speed goes down, stamina goes up, and the cold level goes down 1. This is an oxygen tank boost. I wonder if power factor is just for the upgrades. So like this has a power factor of 0.43, and this reduces it by 0.04, and this is 0.01, so that's 0.05. So you'd be down to like 38. So maybe you can only install so many upgrades before the power factor means you can't. Do we actually look at... Ooh, we do. I didn't know if you'd actually look any different or not. So that's the typical one we've been using, the light armor. And then the medium... There's also some quick comparisons if you want to like pause it and check the bottom right-hand corner. I like the medium look a lot. The medium one looks kind of cool. The heavy... I mean, it's heavy. It's like heavy duty. I do kind of like the medium one though. Yeah, negative 40 to 75 on the temperature. Radiation protection. Okay, so that is radiation protection. So I'm thinking that's how that works. I don't think we really need an oxygen tank boost, or... I mean, we could throw an armor boost on there. Does require more stamina and more food. I'm concerned about the food thing. I already kind of bleed food, it feels like. We're gonna leave that off for now, actually. Okay. How do I... there we go. So yeah, looking pretty... Yeah, and our oxygen tank did go up. Now, let's turn the jetpack off for now. Let's go out and see... Wow, it's still dark out. So let's turn on... Wait, what? It got really dark, if that's my headlamps. Anyway. So let's factor our jump in a little bit. That doesn't actually feel too much slower, but it is a little bit. Now, the kicker I want to try is the jetpack. Okay, so even though the jetpack factor says it goes up, I feel like that's actually much shorter of a boost. I don't think that's nearly as long as the light armor. So, the system is a little weird. Like, the way they're not real consistent with their numbers and factors on which direction they go and which ones work. That was good. I hope that makes sense to anybody. I apologize if that's not really clear on what I'm talking about or what I mean, but like, see, that feels a lot higher. So I think we're gonna leave the light armor on until we end up deciding we're gonna go out and like attack things and go hunting or something. Then we might wear our heavy armor because it's more defense. That's probably the way I'm gonna do it. It makes the most sense to me. Some of you may wonder why I decided to plant honey plants instead of other stuff. The simple truth is the food that it gives off is a pretty high amount. It's 75, whereas the meat's like 100. But it also is effective against open wound, and while some things can poison you, most anything that has a blunt attack, like claws, can do open wound, like bleed. So I figured that would be, I mean, this is my logic, I don't know if it's right or not, but I figured it would be a little bit more reliable, like accurate kind of thing. Not reliable or accurate, but like more useful. That I probably would run into more things that cause bleed damage or something than things that would poison me. That was my guess. So yeah, we're kind of we're kind of getting there. We're getting things set up. Like I said, the base isn't as pretty as I would like, but I've been working the last few episodes on building, and I think I'm just kind of done with it for the moment. I kind of want to move on and start doing some things. And by that I mean more building, just not working with that building. Alright, so this created 50 oxygen, that's fine. We're just gonna leave that, I think. And I'm tempted, I really am tempted. Ooh, don't leave your night vision goggles on when you walk through the door. I really am tempted to take like all of my Promethium packs and turn them into hydrogen packs, but I don't know. I probably should save some just as a reserve. So for now, we're just going to throw in what it can handle and then let it go from there, and we'll see. Because usually the ratio is actually pretty high that you make a lot of hydrogen bottles, and that hurts, for what little fuel packs you throw in there. Okay, what's next? We could start a capital vessel. And in full disclosure, I do think I might do a little bit of a smaller one. I don't know. I'm so mixed. I'm very mixed. Yeah, we're gonna start it. Well, no, I said I was gonna start a small one first, didn't I? Let's start a small vessel then. Because I still need to research. Do I have weapons and stuff for the small vessel? I have a Gatling gun. I really want these guys, the homing rockets. Those were fun. Or wait, did I just have these? I don't remember, honestly. Either way. Okay, so that's building. Yeah, so I've got my little mission to go after insects and things. There was also some changes. You know what? Let's actually, whoops. I keep hitting that button. I don't know why I keep hitting K. We'll let that go. What I think I'm going to end up doing... Oh, wait. Ah! I already have my, Oh, wait, that doesn't go there. Wait, what am I doing? Let me access the cargo boxes. Nope. Not you. You! There you are. So that. Yeah. Yeah, that looks about right. So we have a small vessel starter thing that we're working on here. Let's see what other blocks we might need. Let's narrow it to smalls. Fuel tank. We're gonna need a generator. We're gonna need an RCS thing. I think it's mandatory to have an O2 tank. So we'll do fuel, that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? For 6 directional? I think that's what you need. Oh, wait, no, I need a hover. No, that's hover vessel. Never mind. And cockpit block. For now, that'll be fine. And I'll just let it do whatever it can do. It may not, it's probably not going to be able to do all that, but that's fine. Some of you were probably like, what are you doing? I think we're going to switch this out, and we're going to go do some hunting in our heavy armor. Because, you know, we can. Let's eat that, and let's grab just a few of those. Take with us just in case. They don't have a very high perish time, though. Actually, you know what? That's kind of a dumb idea. Let's leave that and take the things that do have a high perish time. So, you know, we're not being dumb. I also read there was another patch that went through. Yeah, okay, so by default now, turn my night vision on, even though it's about to be daytime. Yeah, I guess I don't really need that. By default now, when you're driving around, because the WAS controls still steer, your mouse defers to the free look kind of thing, which I think is a cool touch. Okay, that's going away. I want to go into the direction that... Oh, wait, no. I want to go in the direction that lowers the sunrise. Because then I'm going into the night. Into the night. Like Batman. Yeah. Wait, no. That's sundown. I'm a knucklehead. I don't frickin' know how the sun works. Leave me alone. Oh, no, 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 dang it. I hate that. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah, so I went kind of the opposite direction of what I actually wanted to go. Woo, whoa, 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 whoa. Drifting is not what this bike was designed to do. Just in case anyone was wondering. And I really kind of want to get done with these... Oh, jeez, major error. I kind of want to get done with these missions only because everything else seems kind of like do it whenever, and these particular ones that I'm on always seem to be all about like night missions and stuff like that. Just to double check. Tropical forest at night, tropical forest at night. Okay, so I'm looking for... Survey says tropical forest at night. And I know we just did that in the last episode. Wow, that's almost a little too bright when you're looking up at the sky. It really is kind of cool, though, that it's this dark, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, daytime. So the night vision goggles, definitely worth it. Alright. So now we're on a hunt. Ooh, yes, I will grab those berries. Where'd they go? Thank you. Thank you very much. I will admit this, I don't know if they intend to eventually add it or not. I mean, I know they have these scope things, but even with the assault rifle here, I'm always like right-clicking trying to get the aim down the sight thing. I probably should keep harvesting everything too, because if I keep doing that, we're actually getting decent XP from doing that. If I and I'm not gonna do it this time, because the last time I brought up, man, I wish I could find these spider things, and then like 4 of them or something came running out at me. There's actually like 2, but you know, fish stories and all. Yeah. It says we're in a tropical forest, so they should be here. Now, the one that I haven't even seen before, actually, is the humanoid insect one. I saw the other insect for the other mission, and I saw the spiders in the last episode, because we actually managed to kill them. But I don't think I've actually seen the humanoid insect ones. And I do wonder sometimes if the time of day has to do with anything. Like, I know we're moving away from sunup, but since we're only like a minute away kind of thing, I wonder if that actually factors into where they don't spawn until it's like midnight level dark or something. I don't really know. I've never actually really looked into, like on wikis or anything, the spawn mechanics and stuff for Empyrion. That was stuff that I really got into with, like, when Baseplay KG and Adrian Wannafly and I did, like, Minecraft servers and things. I mean, when we were doing Minecraft stuff, it was all, like, what's the spawn rates, what chunks do they spawn in, you know, all that kind of stuff, and we kind of knew a lot of those mechanics. Are we still in a tropics forest? It says we are. It doesn't look like one, though. You have an iron deposit here, that's cool. Kava beans? Cave beans? I'm not really sure how that's pronounced. Oh, open plains. Nope. Not where we want to be. I do kind of get a little annoyed with this bike, that it doesn't stay in my hotbar when I pick it back up. That was what we investigated last episode, right? The large outpost? Nope. I feel like... Isn't that it? Yeah. I think so. I think that's what we investigated. Okay. And I mentioned this in a couple of my different episodes this week, but I never like erring on the side of everybody watches everything I put out, so there's some people that may just watch Empyrion and not see any announcements or anything, or statements or anything in other series. So if it's redundant, you know, that's my bad. But oh, what are you? What are you? What are you? You're not telling me. Aha! We got one! Scratch one humanoid insect. Actually, this thing was kind of creepy looking. Alright, one down. Now all we need is a speeder. But anyways, I was gonna say, I've had some personal stuff going on behind the scenes that has made my recording schedule quite hectic and cut down my already narrow windows for recording. Some of you are probably already aware, I've mentioned this frequently in the last few months probably, that sometimes when certain videos come off and they seem like, well, you could have gotten more done, a lot of it is just time that I'm working on other projects, like, I'm still working on trying to do Dog Squad stuff and redesign my website and write a book and blah blah blah, and then there's just family and personal life stuff. So I release content on my channel fairly regularly in terms of, like, I have a weekly schedule and I put episodes up every day, but I don't really consider myself a full-time YouTuber because I actually only do my recordings in like 2 days out of the week, typically 2 to 3, depending on just what works and what time I have available to put into it. And so a lot of these YouTubers that are like, that's all they do, that's their job, is full-time YouTube, a lot of them will do, like, you know, all day, like close to even 8 hours of like a typical work day, and it's all one game for that one episode or something like that. And that's part of why they get so much done in each episode. But anyways, that's kind of a off-track tangent thing. What I was really getting at was, although I already don't sit down for hours and hours on end to get my recordings done for each episode, because I just don't have that much time available. I had kind of a spontaneous issue crop up with my dog. Whoa, there's another one. There's another one. He's fine, by the way, don't worry about it. Wow, so tier 2 pistol for the win. Like, this thing did way more damage. Poisonous bite. Sweet. And we'll eat one of those and one of those, try and get our food back up. Yeah, so I had kind of a thing come up with my dog where he had like a, I don't know if it was a ant bite or something or what it was, but it's some kind of bug bite or sore in between one of his toes, and normally that's not a big deal. Like, it seems really minor, because it's just like, okay, it's just a sore, people get those. But he's just a crazy dog. Like, he loves to lick everything in sight, like even things he's not supposed to. He just doesn't seem to care. I like how they're giving me everything that I've already killed now, and they won't give me the one thing that I need. So yeah, anyways, he basically is just a crazy licker. And so he will lick these sores that he gets sometimes, or bug bites, or whatever they are. They're really small when they start, but he'll make them really bad because he just won't leave them alone. So anyways, not to get into crazy detail on random dog health, but short version is that... Oh, wait, no, that's 100% auras left of that deposit. I thought it said I'd found 100% of the ore deposits, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, the short version is that it's basically made us have to kind of watch him all the time, so that he won't actually get to it, kind of thing. So it's not really a big deal health-wise, it's just that it's an inconvenience for me, because I can't, just go off and do things whenever. Like, I have to time everything. Me and my mom have basically been pulling shifts, essentially, so that he's always being watched and stuff, so, so yeah, it's kind of one of those, like, I've been trying to get my recordings done just whenever, she's not busy and can watch him for me and stuff like that, and then I'll go do my recording stuff. So it's just been kind of one of those, if my last couple of episodes, both in Empyrion and in my other series for the last week or two, have seemed kind of like there's been a lot less transitions and there's not as much progress being made and all that kind of stuff, it's basically because it is. Like, I won't sugarcoat it. It's like, yeah, that's why. It's because there is less, and I haven't been doing as much in each episode. But it really just comes down to circumstance stuff. That's what I was meaning about. Kind of just personal stuff. I mean, you can't really control that kind of stuff. It just happens, and you got to roll with it. So, but just as a heads up to you guys, as far as I'm not trying to. I don't feel like it. I'm just going to be lazy today and not do what I should. No. It's just because a lot of times I don't have a lot of time. Like, I might have an hour or two here and there to get, like, 2 episodes done or something. And so I kind of just end up having to do what I can when it's available to me. Hopefully he won't take too much longer to heal up, though. I think he's on the mend at this point until he gets another one. I don't really know where they're coming from. The best we can figure is it's just some kind of ant bite or something, but like I said, when it starts, it's not a big deal, and then it's just him. He just makes it turn into a big thing that takes forever to heal because he won't leave it alone. So, yeah. So, basically, that's kind of the sum up of my dog's current health right now, in case anyone was wondering. That started as just a here's why my episodes might seem a little unproductive or quick kind of thing, and somehow that turned into me explaining his whole medical situation. So, yeah. Hope that was interesting for everybody. Tune in next week to find out what, find out what happens. So, anyways, I think we're out of time for this episode. I was really hoping to find a spider, because we found a humanoid insect finally. I might actually leave myself out here and just save it and pick this up next episode and see if we can't find one, because I really want to get this one done. I'm tired of running around here at night in these tropical forest things. It's just not fun. I want to build spaceships, dagnabbit, not hunt spiders in the dark. So, anyways, I think we're going to wrap things up here for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.